Today I want to share with you how to market and sell out your first book launch. So if you're watching this, maybe you've got a book you've written, or maybe you're preparing to write a book, or maybe one day you hope to write a book, or maybe you've just finished it and you're like, now what? Well, in case you haven't noticed, I have just published my very first book, Grit, Grace, and Hustle, A Faith Gal's Guide to Authentic Success. Now, I just held my very first book launch. I'm hoping the one of many, but we'll see. So what I want to share with you though is how to market and sell out your first book launch. Ours was sold out. It was an amazing event. I'm so glad that I did it, but I did learn some things along the way. I want to share it with you just in case you want to have your own event and you want to celebrate your book and you want to hold a book launch. And also with the times that we're in at the moment, you're thinking, should I hold a virtual event or is it actually worth holding a physical event as well? So I've got six lessons I want to share with you here that will give you a bit of background. Now, it took me a while to write my first book, 7 years to be exact. And if you'd like to hear more about behind the scenes of that, you can look at our YouTube video about how to write your first book and get it published. And I also have a blog that actually shares a timeline of 7 years of all the checkpoints it took me to get to the point of being a published author, which is such a great feeling. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was really little, and now I'm 35 and I've finally done it, and that feels really good too. Okay, so here's number one. If you want to hold a book launch, I'm talking about a real event, not just a virtual one, you need to be clear about your intention. Now, the reason I decided to hold a physical book launch, and we and we awed, and because of COVID was happening, I'd looked for months, I went to look at spaces, and everyone was saying the same thing. We're not sure, you're gonna have to call us the week of, we can only hold 10 people. And for a while I thought, it's not worth it. This isn't worth it holding an event because I don't know what's gonna happen. Things are too much up in the air. Maybe I'll just hold a virtual one. But something just kept nagging at me, and I'm like, no, I wanna celebrate this. So the intention went from, I want to hold a big event to I actually really want to celebrate this moment. For me, it was a really big deal as a woman, as a business owner, as someone who's had a dream since I was a little girl of publishing a book. So I finally made the decision, you know what, here's my intention. I just want to celebrate this moment. I want to celebrate it. I want to own it. It's been a hard year, and I want to celebrate the fact that yes, I did publish a book. I did a thing. And also for me as a business owner, I help faith-driven entrepreneurs master their message, get visible in the marketplace, use social media to get clients and to just get their God-given genius out into the world. And for me, most of my work is online, which is easy for me. But the idea of actually putting myself physically, visibly out there in the world and holding a live event, it made me uncomfortable. And I thought, you know what? This is like me also owning my message, about getting visible. And it felt like another step in the visibility journey for me as a business owner. So that was my intention behind holding an actual event. Number one, I really wanted to celebrate it. And number two, I wanted to get even more visible in my business. And this felt like a really big step for our business, for the Life on Her Terms brand. Now, I did say to my family, I said, look, it may just end up being us having champagne and popcorn, and that's okay if that's all it is, but I want to give this a good red hot go. So that's number one, be super clear about your intention so you're not disappointed and you don't hype up expectations for yourself, because an event is a big deal to host, okay? And I'll say this as well, I made the decision early on not to hold a virtual component to this. I have a lot of people in different parts of the world who were like, we'd love to join in, we'd love to see, are you selling online tickets? And to be frank with you, while it would make sense practically to do it, logistically, it would have been one more thing for us to manage and deal with. And I made the decision, no, this is going to be an intimate experience, and I only want it in person. So you obviously, if you decide not to hold an in-person event, you can still do the virtual book launch, which is so cool. So maybe I'll look at that for another book down the road, or maybe a few months from now, I might look at hosting something so that people in different places can, come in and we can talk about the book. But that was my intention behind it. I really wanted to celebrate this moment in time, and for me and in my business. So that's number one, be clear on your intention. Number two, give yourself time. Okay, so I made the decision in January to hold the launch, and that was in March. So we gave ourselves more or less 12 weeks. You can never have enough time to market something that you're doing. And marketing comes in a lot of different forms. Just so you know, from a marketing perspective, it takes people 7 times to see and hear something before they're even willing to consider getting out their credit card. So if you want people to come to your event, people Time is precious. Money is precious. The idea of putting your energy towards somebody else is a really big deal. So do not underestimate how much time it will take for you to fill those seats and market it. So give yourself time so you're not stressing out. I also pretty much took a few weeks out of my business just to hold this event. Don't underestimate the time it will take away from your business or away from your everyday responsibilities. It's huge. So I had to micromanage my life. I have a son. We had to, I had business things I had to kind of put on hold. So it takes time. It doesn't matter the size of the event. Our event had 48 people, and we did sell those tickets. We did sell out to that. But we said later we could have had 200. It would have been the same amount of work. So I wanted an intimate experience, but just be aware of how much time it takes to market it. Sometimes we think, oh, okay, it's up now. That's not the problem. You have to keep marketing it. So, I had radio interviews. I went on Facebook Live. I marketed it constantly. It's never too much when you have an intention of filling an event. So you have to give yourself time to market it. Number 3, have a co-host. Have someone who's going to help you get your message out there. I've been to quite a few book launches and I love going to them. I think it's such a big moment, and I have seen people who have years of experience in an industry get shaky when they're up there reading their book, because it is a big deal getting visible and sharing something. You still have those moments of, is this good enough? Am I good enough? Is what I'm saying enough? Like, those moments still come. But I had the absolute pleasure and honor of having a co-host. Her name was Laura McCullough, and she actually has a morning show on Rema FM. This is local in Newcastle, which is where we live. And she and I had become acquainted only a few months prior to that. And I was on the radio doing my Coffee and Faith segment. She recently invited me to do a weekly spot as well. So I'm a bit of a regular on that radio station. And we had such a wonderful rapport. I asked her to co-host that event with me. Here's the reason I did that. A, she's amazing at what she does. I needed someone to interview that story out of me, so I'm not just randomly talking about my book. If you can have someone sit there and interview you or ask you a few questions, it actually gives the audience something to sit and look at, and it takes the pressure off you in terms of trying to promote yourself. So I'd absolutely invest in having someone be your co-host who introduces you, who talks about you, who understands the story behind the message. So absolutely think about, who could I get that? Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's someone who's known you since the beginning of your business. So that's something I would definitely recommend you have, just to take that little pressure off yourself on the day. Number 4, have ambassadors who are marketing with you. Now, I'll be honest, most of the people at my event were friends and family members. I haven't lived in this place in a very long time. So I had some friends from high school come, which was really cool. But most of the people were like friends of like my family members. So, and that's cool. Like, you just want to fill the seats. And if it's your first event, that's likely going to be the people who come. That's wonderful. But don't try and do this by yourself. Have ambassadors. My mother should be a booking agent because she was incredible. Get them to use their market, like use the people, the contacts they have, and say, hey, would you like to come? Don't try and market this by yourself, because that is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. And there's a lot of other people who would love to hear about what you're sharing. So share the message, ask for help, get ambassadors to help people come on board for this event. Number 5, keep tickets low. Now, we made the decision we needed to charge for tickets because I did not, going back to the intention of the event, I wanted something to celebrate, but I also didn't want to be out of pocket. So I've held an event once before where I was very much out of pocket, and I learned very harshly from that experience. And so we kept a ticket fee of $20, but I'll go more into details in a minute about what that involved. But I wanted to offer a really beautiful experience, but I also didn't want it to be crazy expensive. But I was thinking, you know what? Most people on a Saturday morning would go out and spend $20 on coffee with a friend, or breakfast with a friend. So what if we just made it that type of rate? So free people do not value. When things are exclusive, people are more likely to purchase early. And if there's a fee attached, people value it more. So that's something I have learned just working in business. And while I was uncomfortable at first about charging people, frankly, I had to pay for the venue myself. So we held it, it wasn't free. We held it at a really nice venue. I'll go into those details a little bit later, but I would say if you need to charge, don't be out of pocket for this event. If you need to charge, but try and keep it reasonable. I've been to book launches where they're a bit like triple that price, but if that person has been around a long time and has credibility and they've launched books before, then it's fair to charge that. But I'm new. So if you're new, just recognize that it may just be friends and family coming. If you need to charge, that's absolutely fine. You don't want to be crazy out of pocket, but just keep it at a reasonable rate. That's what I would say there. So that's number 5, keep tickets low. Number 6, last but not least, you want to offer an experience. Now, the reason that we decided to hold it, I talk about an experience because our brand is Life on Her Terms. We are all about helping faith-driven entrepreneurs get their God-given genius message out into the world. We're about sisterhood. We're about inspiration. We want women to feel supported. And so we thought, where could we do this? And a lot of people hold their events in libraries or in other areas, and that's fine, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So we decided to contact the local cinema because, and I've seen one person do this before, so I was inspired by a local entrepreneur. Her name is Denise Duffield Thomas, and I went to one of her events, and I just loved the way they did it because they had us in the gold class seating, which is the VIP area. They had a beautiful cocktail lounge, so we didn't have to do any dressing or anything. We showed up and it was beautifully done. All we had to do was set up our merchandise table. But you walk in and it feels very luxurious. It had like a Great Gatsby type of feel to it. So we wanted to offer that experience. And when I say the experience, even in my marketing, the headline wasn't "Come and celebrate Rachel's book launch." The headline was grab a girlfriend and come for a morning of inspiration and let's talk about your dreams. So do you see what I'm talking about? Offered a complete experience. We had a glass of champagne and popcorn that came with your ticket price. And also it was beautiful seating and it was comfortable and luxurious. And it catered for a range of women in different parts of their lives. So we had some income too. But the point is, I wanted to really people to experience what the brand was. It's expansive, it's inspirational, it's about sisterhood, it's about stepping into who you are. So I wanted people to walk in and feel that. And so you have to be quite, not careful, but it depends on what your intention is for the event. But for us, it was about introducing the brand locally and saying, this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what we offer, come and be part of it. So that was really cool because we had quite a few women go, I love this, it felt so good, it felt so relaxing and intimate. And we also wanted the intimacy, which is why we only had 48 seats, but that was a perfect number. I didn't really want a huge amount, but you don't want a tiny amount as well, but it was just good enough for us. So, and we were able to sell that out because I gave myself enough time. We had ambassadors who were marketing it on behalf of us, and we didn't stop marketing until that last seat was sold, which was 24 hours before the event, just so you know. So there you go. Those are my 6 tips. And just to run through them again, number 1, be clear about what your intention is. Number 2, give yourself time to market the event. Number 3, get a co-host, someone who can share your message and help get that out from you. Number 4, have your ambassadors to market. I also had a team with me. So they ran the merchandise table. I paid my niece and also the daughter of a very good friend money to run the merch table. We had all the Square stuff set up. Make sure you've got all those facilities so people can pay online. We had tech issues, so we had a mix of online payments plus cash, which was a lot of fun. But I had a wonderful team who handled it beautifully on the day. Number 5, keep tickets low. And then number 6, offer an experience. So here's the thing. If you've got a book and you've published it, look, it's worth celebrating. Maybe it's a virtual event. Maybe it's just taking yourself out to dinner with some girlfriends. I ended up buying myself some nice pajamas after the event because I wanted to remember that every time I put on those pajamas. I did that, and that was really cool. I will also add to you as a bonus. You wouldn't think this, but I've had people reach out to me and they say, I see that you held a book launch. Wow, that's really incredible. And they want to talk about working with me. Listen, it actually adds a level of credibility when you get more visible in your business. You getting visible and holding an event like that is you betting on yourself and getting visible in your business. It's uncomfortable at times, but whatever is going to make you more visible in your business will give you more credibility in the market. So don't underestimate that as well. So that's it for me. I hope you found this helpful. If you like what this is, if you want more of this, please subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in the book and want to know more about it, please have a look. Grit, Grace, and Hustle. That's the book that I've written there. It's available on Amazon, all other online retailers. You can find out more on our website at lifeonherterms.com.